Hello Taurus, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. Extra thanks if you're revisiting my channel. This is your mid-January forecast. It's a general tarot reading for the second half of January. It's a general reading, so it could be about love, career, questions at the forefront of your mind, any projects you might have on. You'll know in the first couple of minutes, I would say, if this is resonating for you. If it's not resonating, try your moon and rising signs. My reading's there. I'm pretty sure one of those will land for you. Taurus, you go into the beginning of the second half of January with the Four of Swords. So it looks like you've just come through like a hard kind of a situation, or you've finished a lot of hard work, or a stint of long shifts or something, or a hard emotional time. And what you're doing now is you're taking time out to just reflect on the lessons that you've learned, okay? And you're considering what's your next move, perhaps, okay? But you're just allowing yourself to chill out after whatever this. Some of you've been through an ordeal. Some of it's been like a long period of hard work, and for others it's just been like a real tough experience. And now you're just sitting back and thinking, well, glad that's over. What did I learn from that? So some introspection happening there. Okay, your challenge for the second half of January, you have justice. Okay, so perhaps there's some legal situation, some contracts that need signing or examining. Could be something about for some of you, it could be a separation or a divorce. Others, it could be something to do with the workplace, either something within the workplace and you need to redo an agreement, or it could be like a settlement. And the challenge for you, because this is in the challenge position, is to just ensure that all the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and you keep the information that you need to keep to yourself. Just make sure you keep that to yourself. Don't go giving off information. Even if it's correct information, you might be giving off the wrong signal with it, if you know what I mean. Maybe we'll clarify that a little later, but definitely something legal in there, okay? And it might just be a challenge for you. We know that legal things are always fairly challenging emotionally. Okay, in your hopes and fears position, you have the Lovers card. Fantastic. Okay, well, it can be fantastic. It could be about a choice. Could be about a choice between two lovers, but also could be a major choice that you have to make about your life and your life direction. Now, it could be there is one good decision, a strong decision, and you're really hoping that you will be able to make that decision. If not, there's another way you'll go, but it won't be anywhere near as abundant for you, okay? Well, you're feeling it won't be. Now, this is just your hopes and fears, okay? So if it's not about this decision that you have to make, then there could well be a soulmate coming in for you, or a real compatible person. A person, if they're not a lover per se, they could be someone you could really go into business with, or someone who will have an effect on your life. We'll talk about that a bit later. Okay, your best attitude to take. The best attitude for you to take is you have the World card. Now, the World card is a beautiful card. It signifies the end of a chapter, a new start, and you've had some awareness about yourself. And the message here is to embrace this new awareness, this new sense of growth that you have, this new chapter which is just about to start for you. Okay, and it's looking pretty positive. Now, if you have a look at the laurel around this person, it's like she's protected there. Okay, so she's protected. The dance is protected from the elements around her, and so you're being encouraged here to go in really optimistically and leave the past behind you. Be prepared to just leave it behind and move on. Now, you have 3 major arcana here out of 4 cards so far. The outcome at the end of the month, you have the Temperance card, so make that 4 major arcana out of 5 cards now. So the Temperance card is finally a sense of balance. So perhaps something's been not quite right, and maybe the work-life balance hasn't quite been there for you. And what this card's saying is that, yes, you're finally moving into this balance. It's also perhaps suggesting that there's going to be a situation of equal give and take, not just within yourself and the way you allocate your time and your emotions, but also in a practical sense of the way you do things in the 3D world. Okay, so there could be some cooperation needed or compromise, and you might also be asked to mediate between two people or two or more people. And if this is not you being asked to mediate, then perhaps someone will come in and mediate for you and somebody else, and that might be quite helpful if the other person is on side with that. Okay, so I'll clarify a few of those now with the Hanson Roberts deck, and we'll see if we can narrow down what this is about. But you've got 4 major arcana here for the second half of January, Taurus. So it's looking like there could be some significant things happening this month for you, and to move, it looks like you'll be able to move into February in a really good frame of mind with a sense of a new start and a fresh chapter beginning. Something which you might have felt was bogging you down, perhaps something with this 4 of Swords energy was very harsh, and it caused you to re-examine what your goals were, what your lessons were, and how you're going to use them to move forward. Let's have a look and see, why is the 4 of Swords here for Taurus for the second half of January? Okay, you've got the 2 of Cups. All right, so it looks like you're moving into a really nice partnership. Okay, so you've got the 2. So perhaps you've met someone, or you've got this business idea, or a chance at a new relationship, or a chance at a new job, and you're wondering if this is for you. And that's what this 4 of Swords, you're sitting back reflecting, is this for me? So it could be quite a big decision coming up. And it's the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups symbolises equal give and take, a really nice partnership there. Okay, so it looks like if this is what you're considering, then it looks like it's all systems go there. And with the Lovers card at the bottom and compromise and equal give and take right at the end of the whole thing, looks pretty good. New chapter. I don't know if I need to clarify this much. Justice could also be talking about, I was going to say weddings, maybe, or a wedding contract, or something to do with that, some kind of commitment there. Usually I'd save that for like the Hierophant card, but that's coming through there. Some kind of formality happening for you, but let's see what's going on. Your challenge is the Justice card, okay? So why is the Justice card here for Taurus for the end of January? Why is the Justice card here? Okay, and you have the 6 of Swords. You're walking away, okay? So you're either leaving a relationship, leaving a marriage, and there could be some contract involved, okay? Some kind of paperwork that you've got to do, something you've got to sign, and it's going to be fairly fair, or if you're trying to make it fair so you can walk away, okay? If you have a look at this person here, they've got the 6 of Swords. They're just moving on, okay? They're away from the turbulent waters behind them and moving to the smoother, calmer waters in front. Okay, so that's what this justice thing was about. Could be, again, it could be about something to do with separating from an employer and finally being able to move on. So this is looking really good, Taurus, as far as being able to cut the ties and move on. Okay, so the Lovers card. Why is the Lovers card here for Taurus in the hopes and fears position? So this could be a double-edged sword here. There's a decision to make, and you're not sure. There's a couple of different stories here. There's a decision to make. One is going to be really good, and the other one, but you have to choose. You have to choose one side of an argument, maybe, or another. Or this is another one is just you're hoping that your soulmate will come in. Perhaps you've proposed to someone, or you're hoping that someone will propose to you, or that if it's not proposing, you could be like moving in together or something like that. Okay, and so you've got mixed feelings about it. So why is the Lovers card here for Taurus, the second half of January? You have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles talks about the way we allocate resources and who should get your resources. Okay, so it's about balance. You see this person has scales in their hand and they've got to work out who gets what. Okay, so that's what this choice is about here. So it could be a matter of the heart where you've got to decide, or the whole matter is, will these resources be distributed evenly? So it's probably got something to do with this Justice card here. And that seems to be at the forefront of your mind at the moment, okay? And you're just hoping for an advantageous outcome for yourself. I'm pretty sure this is about the pentacles or the material things. You'll see here there's money there. So that seems to be what that's about, okay? Could be about romance too. The other story I gave you, not discounted. Okay, so the World card. The best attitude to take is that a new start, a new chapter has begun. You've got some new growth that you've realised about yourself, and perhaps that's why you've walked away from this old relationship or this old job or whatever it was. You've realised now that you're better than this, or it wasn't necessarily toxic, it was just that you felt you had outgrown this situation, whatever it was, and it was time to go, okay? So let's have a look at the World card. Please clarify the World card and what have we got? We've got here the Knight of Rods. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, this is an energy of enthusiasm. It's like fiery, and it doesn't stick around too long, okay, but it's on the move all the time. And so perhaps you're moving to a place now where you're on the move all the time, or a job that it's going to allow you to have a bit more autonomy. Okay, if it's not that, then it could be that you are thinking or hoping of starting a love affair with this person, this Knight of Wands person. So perhaps like a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and they've really excited you, and you've decided that you're going to start a new chapter of your life with this person. But they are a knight, and a Knight of Wands, which means they don't normally, they're not that reliable, okay? But I get the sense that you know this, but because they're so exciting and charismatic, you're willing to take that risk. That might be resonating for some of you. Okay, so the outcome, Temperance. So when the Temperance card is right there in your outcome, it talks about balance is finally being achieved somehow. So there's going to be some equal give and take. I'm feeling that you're some kind of transformation as well. And there's also a certain level you've got to when you get the Temperance card where you'd be perhaps asking for some divine intervention. So if you're spiritual that way, you might be thinking of meditating, looking for your next move, or asking for some guidance from your spirit guides. But it's about negotiation, compromise. It's about trying to get things right. Okay. Let's have a look and see, why is the Temperance card here? Please clarify Temperance for Taurus. And we'll take this one here, and we have the Four of Rods. So the Four of Rods, the Four of Wands, very optimistic card. Okay, it's a happy card. It's a happy home. Okay, so it looks like you're moving into a place now where there is equal give and take. If you have a look at this just happiness here. Okay, there's the happy home, the couple, they're rejoicing, celebrating that they have what they want now. It's particularly in the home, there's a sense of stability and a sense of celebration that they're experiencing. So that seems to be all that I'm drawn to pull for you, Taurus. I hope that's resonated for you. Please, I'd love to know how it's resonated. If you please write me a comment, subscribe, of course, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of weeks.